Mankind, this is for the absolute positive good truth of your lives, only crossing to an absolute bigger and better. Agape. Don't leave the good truth of God of your lives hanging out to one neutral nothing, just negative with faith of what's good is truth. Only bond more positive with the good God and truth of you. Only hang out more positive than anything negative and faithful about you. It's the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth. And that good as truth is to an absolute bigger, better here and now of your reality check. Jesus was only a man that was one more positive than all negativity. When they hung him on the cross, the thief believed, and that fool of faith and all those leading blind fools of faith that put him up there hung their lives and their existence out to an abyss of one nothing of them here and now, just infinitely negative of them here and now, forevermore with the devil shells of them. The state of one more positive than negative is the only light, joy, warmth, good God, or truth, holy with spirit, all will ever know or be. It's the only state that all embody a matter of shape, form, and mass, right? Solid, liquid, gas, plasma of the here and now of all matter is stated good as truth, the absolute bigger, better here and now than all negativity. Jesus didn't die for the hallucinations of mankind, the faith of mankind, right? He only stowed his life back more positive than any negativity of it, right? Always. The only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth, the bigger and better of the thief and Holy Spirit out, more positive man than a negative full of faith, I always am. And Jesus and the thief, they stole their lives back from all that faithful negativity. The thief was the one who rolled back the tomb for Jesus, and Mary seen and gave him a kiss when she told him, I sent him on his rightful, truthful way, alive and well. You can't kill something more positive than the negatives of it, to the good God and truth of it here and now. Okay? If you think about the whole universe, right? Think about all creation of existence. It's only here and now, more positive than anything negative. It would not have it here and now. The sun is only here and now, more positive than anything negative that would not have it here and now, right? The earth is only here and now, more positive than anything negative that would not have it here and now, right? Wherever you're at, right? Here and now, it's only more positive than anything negative that would not have you here and now. And all of it is the faith of nothing of you, and it's the neutral nothing of you, okay? Your body is only expressed here and now, more positive than anything negative. It wouldn't have it here and now. That would have it one nothing of the here and now. The bonding matter of it, the atoms that bond to make the good truth of your shape, form, and mass, right? It's only here and now, expressed through you, more positive than anything negative that would not have you here and now, right? And inside the atoms and on the outside of the atom, or energies, right? Matter and energies. And they're only more positive than anything negative that would not have them here and now, okay? The electron field on the outside of the atoms and the protons and neutrons, okay? Now, if the sun didn't shine more positive than anything negative about it, no life as we know it, to the reality check of mankind on the earth, could exist, okay? If you don't shine more positive than anything negative about your life to keep you good as truth, right? You can't exist, okay? When you plug a plug into the wall, if the positive doesn't outweigh anything negative of that plug to the here and now of it, you could possibly burn your house down or won't have enough energy to sustain, right? But as long as that positive outweighs anything negative about that plug is stated good as truth, and there's zero chance you could burn your house down that rightful, truthful way. You're half male and you're half female. Only cross more positive, male, right, than energy, grounded out good as the truth of God of all negativity of you, nothing, right? Any female matter of you, right? Negative with negativity, nothing. And there's zero chance, right, that you can either burn out or won't have enough energy to sustain. Everything in existence to the reality check of mankind is male and female, whether it be energy or whether it be matter, okay? Now, even if it's embodied one same reality, okay, meaning I'm half male and I'm half female, okay? I'm half my mom, I'm half my dad, right? My matter isn't light and light isn't matter. So they're always opposite of each other, okay? Now, anything positive about me is endless and timeless, okay? It's the God of me. It's the energy that animates my being more positive than anything negative that would not have it here and now, right? And the female of me isn't bad, evil, or sinful. It's just negative of always being positive. So you have to overwhelm all things positive in your life, more male than female, to keep you good as truth. And it's that way all the way down to the particles of you. See, all energy around you, right, that's expressed through matter is positive and negative, okay? The matter of it's positive and negative. And depending on how you take on this energy, right, is depending on if it's going to make you positive or negative, right? But it's never, ever neutral, see? Either it's more positive than anything negative happening as the balance of it, right? The only balance of it, or it's just negative of it. Okay? And when the neutrons of you, just like if the sun didn't shine more positive than anything negative about the earth, right? And you don't make decisions that are more positive than anything negative about your matter, right? The protons of you can't sustain the negative charge of the neutron, okay? And when you crisscross with faith, instead of just doing more positive than anything negative about it, right? It causes that neutron not to be able to be stabilized more positive and only protonic, only with positive energy. And that neutron becomes slightly radioactive. And what happens is when you take on this energy from all the things around you through the electronegativity of it, or you can say from the charges of reality, which is the electron field, okay, either that energy goes to the proton and is automatically canceled out as far as negative charge to nothing, okay, or it goes to the neutron, okay, and it makes the neutron slightly radioactive with negativity. See, because you're putting energy into something that isn't light always, you see. So because that neutron isn't always light, and it is a matter, okay, it's a different polarity. It's a negative polarity. Just like everything positive comes to the point of the proton, by polarity, everything negative is of light, right, that can exist comes from where that neutron, right, can't be stabilized. And because it can't stabilize itself without that protonic energy, you're in a state of radioactive decay and disintegration. But you can only cross that way with faith, because all faith snakes your matter with energy. And it causes, again, for you to become slightly radioactive. Either you become so negative you don't have enough energy to hold your bond to reality, good as truth, for the male and female matter you are, or it releases energy into the bonds of your body, you see, as electronegativity. And what happens is it mutates all your DNA and all that old crazy stuff, you see. Your environment, right? Your environment will articulate to your matter, either positive or negative. And again, if you're not absorbing the environment around you more positive than negative always, right? You're just a fool of faith hanging yourself out negatively to one nothing of you here now. You can tell a smart monkey or doggy knows, sit, stay, lay, right? But they will never understand to go do something more positive always than being negative. Okay? It's the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth. The smartest monkey or doggy or animal will never get that. How about you? Because in reality check, that's endless and that's timeless. If you only preset yourself to stay that way always, you see? Because if the only thing you're doing, right, if you don't go splat with the negative from the mind to the body to the world, right, only setting your life to do more positive than anything negative that you feel, because you understand in reality check, there's no such thing as the faith of you being good as truth, right? Because all faith is negative to what the good truth of it is. It's a bias, no matter if it's religious, government, or just personal faith. It's a bias always to what is good as truth, or it's a lack of knowledge to what is good as truth. You see what I'm saying? And that creates a bias. But in reality, right, every time you crisscross with this faith less than what's good as truth, right, your body and your life can't hold itself together. And from the mind through the body to the world, you're in a state of radioactive decay and disintegration. Not only do you incarnate the she, he, shafting devil of you, right, by crossing negative with negativity, blind and undefined, really, to what you're doing, right? But you incarnate out from the mind through the body to the world, the only she, he, shafting devil of your life, man, a negative way. You hear me? And that negative way, not only do you incarnate it out, you become it. You are the devil of you. You are the devil of the world around you. You are Antichrist with your matter. Because you're not always articulating it more positive than negative. And no faith can do it. And because Adam, right, lost his bearings on reality about the world around him, right? Because it was she, he, shaft by a snake god devil, right? He couldn't articulate Eve that way. He couldn't articulate Cain and Abel that way. And the world of us today isn't articulated that way for it. But if he would have crossed Eve only one more positive than all things negative and faithful, nutty and fruity, a bushwhack on their matter, right? That's all Cain and Abel would have been, and that's all the world around us would be. Because there's no better standard than crossing all you are, more positive than negative always. And in reality, right, a fact is only established more positive than anything negative about that fact. That's what makes that fact good and timeless with any matter it embodies, okay? If you keep something more positive than negative, it's stated good as truth. That is a fact of God check. From the inside out at 360 degrees, it's the bigger and better than all negativity. The fact of God check of the full thief man, God, King, Adamus of all mankind. God, truth, reality check I am. Because in reality, right, I only preset my mind through my body to the world to be more positive than negative. To be good as truth, right? And in reality, right, it's the absolute bigger and better than all negativity. That is the God, King, bonding Adamus man of all I am. The full thief man, God, King, Adam man, first evolved the triple male of all I am. And that is God, truth, a reality check. Peace.